Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Okay, so I haven't been here in a while, but yesterday I attended a brunch put on by the Zetas here in Liberia, and it was called the Finer Brunch. And this was put on, let me read it, because I don't want them to get me. It was put on by the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated Delta Iota Zeta chapter. And so that's the chapter here in Liberia. They had a brunch at the Royal Hotel for some of the causes that they are doing. So a lot of the proceeds will go to things that they're helping with, and they help with a lot. They help with breast cancer screening, and they listed, I'm sorry I didn't write it down, but they listed a lot of the programs, the Antoinette Tubman home that houses people with cerebral palsy. They were there maybe about 3 weeks ago, and I came to see what they were doing. They were painting. They're trying to find ways to help sustain this home. Some of the people that go to that home have been there since birth, and basically they're not going to leave. And so they have been a part of a lot of good causes in Liberia. Humanitarian work is what I would say. Anyway, so they had this brunch at Royal Hotel. The tickets were $100. And like I said, the proceeds would go to some of the things that they're doing. For me, when people have these brunches, I'm always a little leery and weary because I don't know what I'm going to expect. I don't know what exactly I'm paying for. But let me tell you, this was one of the best brunches that I have attended in a long while. This brunch was everything. I watched the Zetas, and there was just a sense of sisterhood, togetherness. They were not just show. They were like show and do type women. You could see some of the things that they were involved with, and I was very impressed. Everyone knows I like food. I talk about it here on my channel all the time. So it was a brunch. You can't miss me with that. I'm going to go. So I went to Royal Hotel. From the entrance to the room that they had the brunch in, it was superb. So before we get into that, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about what I saw and who I saw. So just hold on for that. Okay, so one of the people that I saw and I got to take a picture with was Zeta Phi. She was there, and if you don't know, she's a Liberian songstress, Africa's songstress. She's one of the best on the continent, but she hails from Liberia. And then they also recognized a young teacher who is only 23 years old. And she was awarded the Woman of Excellence Award. And I actually got to ride up in the elevator with her. And she was nervous. One of the Zetas whom I know was in the elevator and was telling her, don't be nervous. You deserve this. You worked for this. She was only 23. When we see her later on in this video, I'm going to list her accomplishments and you're going to be amazed. So those were the two highlights of the evening. I was going to say something else. Yeah. Oh, another thing. I met so many people yesterday that knew who I was. I met a couple. We were supposed to exchange numbers. Didn't exchange numbers. They actually watched my video and bought a home at Millennium Properties because of one of my videos. And I'm hoping that you guys can email me at shespeaks2@yahoo.com so we can get in touch. We talked about some of the issues that they were having. But anyway, shout out to you guys. You guys were so gracious. Thank you. I met a lady. I exchanged numbers with her. She's trying to move back. She also watches my videos. And then the president of the Liberian chapter here, I'm the type, if you wave to me, I'll wave back. Sometimes I don't know why or who I'm waving to. So she waved to me, I waved back. And then she said, I know you from somewhere. She's like, YouTube. My father is Ghanaian. He watches your videos. I watch your videos. And so it was just a good day. Then after the program, I went to a pop-up shop somewhere. And there was an Asian missionary here to spread the gospel in Liberia. And in his broken English, he said, she speak too. I watch you. You famous. And that's my best accent. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but that made my day. All the way, I think he's from China. All the way from China, he watched my videos to prepare to come to Liberia. So anyway, it was an amazing day. And without further ado, I'm going to get this brunch video started. And I hope that you guys enjoy it just as much as I do. And I'm going to say the chapter's name once again to highlight them, because you ladies put on a superb brunch. You did. I was very impressed. So it is the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Delta Iota Zeta chapter. Thank you, ladies, for having me. Here you'll see a copy of the program, and next you will see the ladies making their grand entrance.
All look beautiful. The men are looking sharp and the ladies are looking sweet. Oh, y'all, thank you for being here. We talk about the faith in God. There are a few Bible verses and even a Quran verse that came to me today. I think it was Proverbs 3 that talks about having faith in God. Don't question what He does, because He knows our steps are measured and ordered by Him. Whew. So when I think about this chapter, when I think about our sisterhood, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here today. This is no small feat. This is our first annual event here in Monrovia, Liberia. And when you look at our small but mighty chapter, we call ourselves the Determined.
So you guys know this is my favorite part. There was no lack in the food choices. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. So this was the first lady who spoke. This is Miss Frida Kumsen, president of the Delta Iota Zeta chapter. She actually waved to me and I waved back because that's just how I am. And she said, I know you from somewhere. And then she figured out from YouTube. She watches some of my videos. She said that her dad is either Ghanaian or lives in Ghana, but her dad also watches my video. She is such a lovely lady. So we just had to take a picture. Here are the ladies looking very regal. The president is in the middle by Miss Frida Kumsen, of the International President and CEO. So here's another look. And some women came from Ghana for this. Here are the lovely AKAs of Liberia looking very nice in their pink and green.
Way I would say we 103 years old. And we were founded on the campus of Howard University as an opportunity for us to address the social ills of the day. And 103 years later, strong on our principles of scholarship and service and vital womanhood and sisterhood. And what we're extremely proud of is that because of the vision of our 5 pearls, we were able to expand our reach and become an international organization, the first out of the Divine Nine National Pan-Atlantic Council to actually charter a chapter on the continent. And it was here in 1948 that Delta Iota Zeta chapter was formed. So let's give the chapter members a round of applause.
Here they're giving a brief history of the V-ring and presenting that to the international president and CEO.
Would signal or to respect the cultural heritage of Liberia and our contribution to the war. And so the V-ring was created by an artisan. Got to give him credit, Mr. Bailey. He was a Liberian artisan and jeweler of international repute, who was widely known for his numerous designs utilizing local materials at his workshop on UN Drive. And so Mr. Bailey was aware of the acute importance of the president's project and implored him to do all he could to ensure the successful outcome. And so Mr. Bailey crafted and fashioned a design where he first interposed both V and W letters, which represented victory and war, with a copper wire to produce an ideal symbol. After both couldn't gel, he dissected them and settled for only a V letter, which he hammered with crude gold to a heated and malleable refinement. He would love to present this to you on behalf of the ladies of Delta Iota. Handed from mother to daughter. And from daughter to mother, sister to sister, you now have your very own V-ring. You already know you're Liberian, so that is it.
My own self-auntie, all of our auntie, Miata Famule, can you please stand and do us the honor? Let's stay with our Liberian icon.
It's so very wonderful to be here. My niece is a member of this group. And she's in Maryland there. She got me involved today, and also Frida. I never joined. I never realized it was so noisy. You were coming home. This is your first time coming home. And the culture and tradition says, it's not just about giving you a name, but we have to name you so that you're part of a family. And what I would like you to know, my sister, because I'm bringing you into the vice, this honor. We are the most brilliant. We are the most royal. And last night when your name I'm giving you, not to be confused with the name of the footballer, but in the Vai dialect, I want to name you after our most revered auntie, our most revered mother. Her name was Maria. Wia. They will call you Ente Wia, or they will call you Ma Wia. Nobody except someone older than you must call you Wia. Everybody else calls you Ma Wia or Ente Wia. Name, we're giving a name.
Now, this young lady, 23 years old, received the Woman of Excellence Award. And I'm going to go through her list of accomplishments, and you're going to be amazed. Her name is Precious Tiwe. She is 23 years old, Liberian, a resident of Chicken Soup Factory, and a preschool teacher at Little Explorers Learning Arcade. She is committed to the advancement of education. She renovated a nursery school at the Garnetsville School of Christ in Chicken Soup Factory. She sent three less fortunate kids to school this academic year, has provided school materials for about 100 less fortunate kids in September of 2022, and has sponsored 15 teachers from 5 schools in Montserrat County to undergo extensive early childhood training at Liberia Early Childhood Professional Network. And the list goes on and on. This is not even half of her accomplishments or even half of what she's going to do in her lifetime, God willing. I felt it was so fitting that she's honored. And I just want to give Precious Tiwe a shout out. Congratulations on your award. Keep doing great things. Sometimes we only hear about bad in Liberia, but there are young people here doing great things. We just have to acknowledge them and encourage them. Here are the Divine Nine, historically Black fraternities and sororities. They're here taking a picture. I was able to grab a picture with Miata Fambula. I was so grateful. And this was towards the end of the program, and I just had to capture this joyous moment with the ladies. I couldn't play the song that they were playing due to copyright reasons, but here you go. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you.